HNT experienced some massive outperformance recently, but has since cooled down and is battling to take over the 50 EMA on the daily chart. MACD levels are also showing signs of buyer exhaustion, and the RSI levels are almost completely neutral. Seller momentum is still slowing on the weekly candle, but there are still a few days before the candle close. Being that the macro landscape is so volatile and bearish right now, it is very possible that HNT capitulates further into the single digits. There are two key levels to keep an eye on if you are looking to strategically place those buy orders. Let's take a look at the details in today's video. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another video here on the Crypto Compound channel. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you guys are having a great day. Please hit that like and subscribe on the way in. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the HNT price chart, the levels that we could be seeing in just a few days or weeks, but it does not look like we are out of the woods just yet. We have had some really incredible outperformance all the way back from rank number 60 as high as number 35 more recently. Now we have retraced to number 41, which is still a very respectable level here for HNT in the coin by market cap list. However, the price action over the last week is not looking entirely positive in terms of momentum and moving higher right away for HNT. We are going to take a look at these levels on the daily and the weekly price chart in today's video. But first, I quickly want to glance over here to the Helium Explorer. There is a lot of information available here on this page, and I do want to touch on it quickly. The first thing I want to mention that is really interesting and also important to realize about the IoT network here is this value here. If you guys remember, if you go back a few months in the videos, the highest we got here for hotspots onboarded in the previous 30 days was approaching 90,000. I think the highest number I ever saw was either 86 or 87,000 hotspots onboarded within the last 30 days. That number has been effectively been cut in half, and of course that is due to a number of factors, but that is something important to note here for the IoT network, the growth, what we can expect with regards to earnings. This number plays a huge role in terms of what we can expect on a high level for this network. Now, guys, I also wanted to make note that the 5G layer, which has been here for quite some time, is really starting to gain some traction. This looks awfully familiar, as Amir pointed out on Twitter, awfully familiar to the very beginning of the IoT network for HNT. It is really exciting to see this. A lot of focus here on the big cities, San Francisco, New York, a lot of California and LA. Very interesting to see these starting to pop up more strategically in big cities. And of course, the rewards for the 5G miners just being online will start shortly. I would expect in the next few weeks, and then proof of coverage is expected by late summer. Make sure to stay tuned for 5G updates and progress. Now, guys, if we take a look here on the daily chart, we can see that we are battling in this very concentrated zone right here over the last week. These are daily candles, and we can see the price and the buyers and sellers in the market are being very strategic about where they are opening and closing these candles. As you can see, they are just tiptoeing along this 50 EMA here on the daily charts, and they are stopping around the $10 level right now. Of course, this previous support line is certainly in play, and we can see it has been respected multiple times more recently here before this breakout north. Now, apart from up here, if we go down to the MACD, we can see some serious loss in momentum here on the MACD. That is not a good sign and is a symptom of buyer exhaustion at these levels. We can also see the RSI is incredibly neutral here and looks like it is going to begin to retest this trend line that was formed. It was broken out of, then retreated backwards, and now we currently are above it. But this was a long standing trend line all the way back from the all-time highs. Breaking this level again will not be great for HNT. And then, of course, if we zoom out a little, we can see that these are our two key levels to look out for if we do move significantly lower. These levels, one of them being the one that we tested down here at the all-time low of this recent downtrend, which was formed from this trough back here, this bottom wick. This is the exact level that the price moved to. Below that, if we do end up moving below that, which I would attribute to macro factors, and I would certainly not rule out, but we certainly can see a wick down this low. The next level to look out for would be this previous all-time high way back in the beginning of 2021, which is about $5.10. These two levels are certainly in play considering what is going on in the macro space with regards to not only crypto, but also broader global markets. It is always good to be prepared. And if you guys believe in what Nova Labs is building, and if you believe in the Helium network, you would be certainly interested in picking up HNT down in the single digit ranges down here. I am dollar cost averaging anything below $10 at this point. These negative levels and these negative times often make it difficult to see through these bear markets. However, this is where the opportunity lies. This is where the money is really being made. Picking up coins and projects that you truly believe in, that you believe will be around in 5, 10, 15 years. This is where you will make money. Of course, this is not financial advice. This is just my opinion, but I will certainly be looking out for these two key levels and picking up HNT down here. Now, if we take a look at the weekly chart, this is probably the most positive thing with regards to the HNT price level, is that we can see that the negative momentum here on the weekly is still slowing. However, this candle that we are currently in might end up being a dark red candle, meaning that we have picked up some negative momentum this week. We do have to wait till close for that, but we do have a few days left, so it's very possible that we do see a little bit of a tick up in negative momentum here on the weekly. But of course, the higher the time frame, the more significant the price action and the volume action. So we are very concerned here with this weekly chart in terms of finding the bottom here for this bear market and this turnaround. Of course, we can move sideways down here for quite a while, but that turnaround won't be locked in until we have some sort of strong confidence from this weekly chart here. That is when we should really start to see the light at the end of the tunnel. This weekly chart turning around and showing multiple positive signs will be the turning point here for this bear market. Now, guys, I do want to mention in previous TA videos, back when HNT was charging higher into the 50s and almost $60 range, I was looking at these shorter time frames because those are more fun to look at in bull markets. However, we're not going to be concerned with them just yet because they just are not reliable enough, especially when we have experienced so much pain through this downtrend. It's really not worth anyone's time and will just show false signals. So we are going to stick to the daily and weekly for the remainder of these bear markets. But guys, let me know what you're seeing here on the charts. If you have any other indicators that you were using to try and identify levels or anything else that I am missing here, let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments down below. Thank you all so much for being here and watching until the end. Please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you have not already to stay up to date on the latest Helium and HNT news and analysis. But just like that, this video is over and I will see you next time.